Hi guys, in this video, we're going to look at how you can become a Slinger signaller in just 4 days. We're going to look at how much you can earn, what the jobs market looks like, what the qualification or license itself is, what the training looks like, and I can give you a rough idea of the costs. Let's get started. Okay, to become a Slinger signaller, you need to do a 4-day training course with an approved training provider. There are lots of training providers all up and down the country. Now, the entry requirements are a good level of spoken and written English. Those are the most important things. As long as you've got that, everything else we can do with you. Now, when it comes to choosing an approved training provider, make sure you are looking at the reviews and make sure you are getting feedback or recommendations from friends. They are not all equal. We've heard wonderful things about some providers and not so good things about others. Now, what does the training course look like? Day 1 is most likely going to be your theory. You'll be in the classroom going through the assessment. The assessment for the Slinger Signaller course is 80 theory questions. You will be asked 40 of them for your assessment, and you will deliver the answers verbally. Days 2 to 3 are where you will learn the practical element of the course. Now, the 3 lifts you will have to complete as part of your assessment are normally a blind lift where you can't see the crane operator, so you're doing it over radio, an unbalanced load where you have to learn how to put the slings on in just the right place so that the load comes up straight, and also a bundled load. This is normally where you learn to double wrap the slings. It might be scaffold tubes, for example. Day 4, you will have your assessment. You must pass your theory test to go on to your practical. Now, when it comes to choosing your qualification, you've got 2 main providers. You've got the CPCS, the Construction Plant Competence Scheme, and you've got NPAWS. I won't go into too much detail. We strongly recommend choosing a CPCS course provider because it's the most widely recognised on UK construction sites. In most cases, a CPCS card is the only thing you'll need to gain access to the site to do your job. You won't need an additional CSCS card, which is a different thing. Now, what about getting a job? Well, this is a really important question because we know you don't just want a training course, you want a career. Slinger signallers are required for tower cranes, mobile cranes, crawler cranes, spider cranes, high-ab lorry cranes. There is a tremendous amount of machinery out there that requires Slinger signallers. Having said that, it is competitive and you do need to know your stuff. So when you're new, the more phone calls you can make to different recruitment providers and different crane companies, the quicker you will get yourself into employment. There's certainly a lot of opportunity there. You just need to make sure that you're the one snatching it up. Now, we're based in London, where if you live in London or you've been to London, you will see there are tower cranes absolutely everywhere. I always like to say for every tower crane you see, that's normally 3 or 4 positions for a Slinger signaller. So do the math, that's quite a lot. Don't forget there are multiple machines that I mentioned earlier that also require Slinger signallers. I do tend to think that becoming a Slinger signaller is relatively future-proof work. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard about AI and artificial intelligence. I tend to think the construction industry and, specific trades and labour are going to be some of the last industries that we will see disrupted. So, if you're training into this, you're probably getting yourself into something that will serve you long term. Now, what about if you don't have any experience? I don't want to labour this point too much because I've actually made an entire video on that, which you can find in the description below. So do take a look. Now, when it comes to earning potential, it does vary a lot depending on experience, who you're working for, the complexity of the job, but a good ballpark figure when people ask me, what can I earn? A good Slinger signaller working self-employed for themselves can expect to earn around £180 to £200 a day. Do bear in mind, as a self-employed worker, you won't be accruing holiday pay or a pension. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Tim with LiftTech Construction Training. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and our construction training helpline is open till 9 PM, 7 days a week. You can find the number below. Our mission is to help you get into highly skilled work because skills pay the bills. Thank you for watching and see you next time.